Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Let's go, one more. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 22, check, cover.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got an open man, Clark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Oh, you got deep? Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Here we go.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go, here we go. Pittsburgh. Mike, neutral, poker. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Yeah, Jerry. We did.
Out of the gun now on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check, 50. Check, 50.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You'll get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Kill.
They run with a former Eagle and Dolphin, Jay Ajayi. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. On play action, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Good. I'm full, ready. Hey, Delta.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jamie Collins, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Move.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Breeze. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
At the Lions' 31-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Breeze. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Breeze pass complete to DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Minnesota. Matt Bryant on 40.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Check, check. Lucky.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Breeze now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Easy, opposite.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Breeze. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
31's the mic. Watch the screen. Hey, wahoo. 31's the mic. Get the ball. 31's the mic.
On play action. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Let's go, G.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2nd and 9 now. Caught here by Conley.
The second down pass. Complete to Chris Conley. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll look to throw. Going for it all. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Touchdown, Lions. Brandon McManus.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Ready. 5'9". 58, come on. Here we go. Come on, 11.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Caught by Montgomery. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Breeze now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throwing now is Breeze. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Mike 57. Don't get nervous.
Undercrunch. You're good. I full. Ready. Blue draw quarters.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come out here in the eye. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Alert 3. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jay Ajayi in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
21. 57's Mike. Mike 57. It's coming this way. Hey, Alpha. Here we go. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ready? 5-8. Here we go, D. Hey, easy. 57, 5-8. All day, baby, all day.
On second down, here's Breeze. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
But it's now third down.
Ready? 5-9. 36. Here we go.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. He gets it to Brown. Good play. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
It's a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check hot route. Hot. Watch the
Now it's Ajayi. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
57. I'm coming for you. Hey, kill.
To throw is Breeze. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Ready.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go. Kill. Hey, team 6.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
11. 31's the mic. Hey, Charlie. Man up, D. 31's the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Lions take
Let's go.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
6 guys.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. The open man is Clark, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Check, 53 is mine. I'm here all.
They'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill, 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 kill.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. Kill. Recon, 132 fighter.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. 23 yards to pick up there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 12-yard line.
50. Ready. You ready? Hey, kill. 58.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And he whips that one incomplete there. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
You're good. Right forward, ready.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Ready.
Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Here's Ajayi. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. A big play there from Ajayi. 48 yards. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
Yeah, I did. My bad. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Ajayi. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Breeze going to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
Now a hit and a loose football. He's got daylight past the 20. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught, pulled in by Clark. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Back to throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Geno Atkins in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 4. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you could go on the field, but okay, I see you. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick.